A prominent Republican senator, someone who is already deeply embedded under Donald Trump's skin, just beat him at his own game by blindsiding him with a brutal warning/insult, and I have all the satisfying details for you next. The Republican senator I'm speaking of is Thom Tillis of North Carolina, and unlike most GOP senators who have kissed the Donald Trump ring and butt, Tillis has gone his own way, which of course deeply cuts Trump. He's opposed the Donald on such things as January 6th and Ukraine, and yesterday he made a bombshell announcement that Trump reacted to. Have a look, and on the other side, I'll share the brutal thing he said that is trending today.
As we are following some breaking news, Republican Senator Thom Thillis announcing he will not seek re-election. All of this coming after President Trump's big, beautiful bill passed a key Senate vote last night. But Republicans Senator Thom Tillis of North Carolina and Rand Paul of Kentucky opposed the motion to move ahead, joining all 47 Democrats. He says, as many of my colleagues have noticed over the last year, and at times even joked about, I haven't exactly been excited about running for another term. That is true since the choice is between spending another 6 years navigating the political theater and partisan gridlock in Washington, or spending that time with the love of my life, Susan, our 2 children, 3 beautiful grandchildren, and the rest of our extended family back home. I still look forward to continuing to serve North Carolina over the next 18 months. I look forward to solely focusing on producing meaningful results without the distraction of raising money or campaigning for another election. I look forward to having the pure freedom to call the balls and strikes as I see fit and representing the great people of North Carolina to the best of my ability. So as I said here, we do know that he did go against President Trump there, as we've been seeing this play out on the Senate floor. And we are hearing from President Trump. He did take notice of all of this. Here's what he posted to Truth Social a short time ago. He says, Thom Tillis has hurt the great people of North Carolina. Even on the catastrophic flooding, nothing was done to help until I took office. Then a miracle took place. Tillis is a talker and complainer, not a doer. He's even worse than Rand, Fauci, Paul.
So what do I tell 663,000 people in 2 years or 3 years when President Trump breaks his promise by pushing them off of Medicaid because the funding's not there anymore, guys? In the White House, senators advising the president are not telling him that the effect of this bill is to break a promise. Now, Republicans are about to make a mistake on health care and betraying a promise. It is inescapable that this bill in its current form will betray the very promise that Donald J. Trump made in the Oval Office or in the cabinet room when I was there with finance, where he said we can go after waste, fraud, and abuse on any programs.
And that brings us to this trending story that shows the now unrestrained Tillis poking Trump with a sarcastic warning in a tweet that read, "Thanks for the retirement wishes, Mr. President. Looking forward to working with you for a successful 2026. Word to the wise, let's avoid Minnesota." Now, if you're confused by that last word and why it's a jab to Trump, know that former North Carolina candidate for governor Mark Robinson, who Trump enthusiastically endorsed, used that as his online handle for some unsavory online shenanigans.
North Carolina's Republican candidate for governor won't be in attendance at Trump's rally today in Wilmington. Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson is facing calls to drop out of the race and resign from his current office after CNN uncovered disturbing posts that Robinson allegedly made online.
CBS News was the only camera present as Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson did not answer questions outside his North Carolina home Friday. It was his first appearance since reports surfaced about racist and sexually explicit comments that he allegedly made on a pornographic website over a decade ago. The Republican, who is now running for governor, refused to bow out of the race and is not expected to attend former President Donald Trump's rally today in the state.
This is Martin Luther King on steroids, okay? Now,
former President Trump endorsed Robinson earlier this year, but has largely remained silent about the controversy. A CNN investigation reportedly found a series of online posts from 2008 to 2012 appearing to be from Robinson, calling himself a black Nazi and expressing support for reinstating slavery. He also referred to himself as a perv and a peeper, recounting how he secretly watched women shower when he was a teenager.
Martin Luther King on steroids. Good one, Mr. President. Nobody knows more about character than you, believe me. So I have a couple of thoughts about this story. First, how sad that Tillis says he can now produce meaningful results after he announces that he's quitting and has pure freedom only when he isn't seeking re-election. This is a glaring indictment on our partisan system of government that robs senators and congressmen of their intellectual honesty. And it is very sad commentary on the stranglehold that Trump has on the Republican Party, a party where independent thinking is punished and blind allegiance is rewarded. Thom Thillis said the quiet part out loud, that only once he is no longer running for re-election can he be honest and potentially effective. His pointed jab at Trump while he spies the exit is both refreshingly candid and a depressing reminder that this is what the Republican Party is reduced to.